You are born of a city of scholars in the desert whose inhabitants are proudly known for their forward thinking and free spirit. Civic Council Clerk. You wake up at 6 a.m. to the city of Eruditio system. Your uniform is sharp, a standard issue vest and a white shirt, showing no magical ability, just a civic pride. You're not a scholar who invents. You are the grease that keeps the democratic machine running. Your morning commute is through the Grand Plaza Circular, walking past the massive statue of the city's founders. You enter the Parliament House. Your day isn't dangerous. It's an endless stack of paperwork. You process citizen petitions, catalog logistical requests from the Levitian workshop, and handle the anonymous ballots that elect the Civic Council. Every vote counts here, and you make sure that the system isn't corrupted by the outside influence. In the city of scholars, your power isn't a gift. It's a documented stamp, sign, and file. The Starion Gridman. You live in a sector just below the elite laboratories. Your job title is the Gridman, and your life depends entirely on the Starion reactor. Eruditio's lights, walkway, and life support system are powered by the energy core in Leviathan workshops. You don't build a reactor, you just make sure the pipes don't burst. Your day is spent walking the massive maintenance crop place, thick with the smell of hot copper and blue ozone. You carry a heavy wrench and a tablet showing energy flow stats. When the secondary line spikes, you have to quickly reroute power manually, sometimes dodging a venting steam or failing coolant tubes. It's a dangerous high-pressure job. A single mistake could plunge a residential block into total darkness. You are the forgotten guardian of the city's heartbeat. Pneumatic Transit Operator. You don't work with science, you work with people. You are the supervisor at the Grand Central Pneumatic Hub. Every morning, it's precisely 6 a.m. in the morning, the city wakes up. Thousands of scholars, laborers, and junior inventors pour into your station to catch the high-speed transpods that shoot across the Agilda Desert landscape to the workshop districts. Your platform is defeating a constant roar of air pressure, hissing pneumatic tubes, ceilings, and pods launching. Your job is a pure crowd control. You manage the entry lines, override jam pod doors, and coordinate the flow of the bodies. Sometimes reckless young scholars speed through the in-course or prototype vehicle, and you have to scream at them to slow down. It's a frantic, high-stress rhythm, ensuring the city's workforce reaches the Leviathan workshop on time. Logistics Specialist. Eruditio is an industrial powerhouse and you manage the inbox. Your uniform is a dusty blue. Your workplace is in the China lab, but the vast receiving docks in the lower sector. From the moment the city gates open, you are bombarded by the cargo barges from the western desert, carrying stallion ore and trade caravans from Los Pacaros, delivering scrap components. Your job is to catalog every single piece of raw materials needed by the Union of Scholars. You operate heavy cargo cranes, manage automated pallet drones, and expect shipments for contraband or sabotage. You are constantly arguing with the union operatives who demand materials they didn't have clearance for. Your day is a whirlwind of invoice, tonnage reports, and ensuring the furnace of Leviathan workshop never ran dry of ore. Workshop Apprentice. You are the button-try apprentice in legendary Leviathan Workshop, the physical heart of Eruditio's applied sciences. Your world is a sensory overload of high-pressure steam valves, neon blue oil, and the constant low-frequency hum of Starlight reactor. You spend 16 hours a day calibrating prototypes that could either change history or blow up your workstation. If you are lucky enough, you might receive 5-second critic from legendary Dr. Rooney itself, who expect nothing less than perfection. You aren't just an intern, you are an inspiring architect of future covered in grime and fueled by the dream of mastering Leviathan technology. Weapons Engineer. You don't build appliances, you build survival. As a weapon research engineer, your office is a high-security bunker chamber. You are tasked with designing the next generation of firearms, mechanical exoskeletons, and energy shields that keep Eruditio safe from constant raider threats. Every design must pass the strictest Union of Scholars inspections to ensure it won't be easily hacked or reverse engineered by the Lab 1718 radicals. You live with the heavy knowledge that your creation are the only thing standing between the citizens and complete destruction. In your line of work, a missed decimal point in your math doesn't just fail the project, it costs life on the front lines. The temporal researcher. Inspired by the impossible research of Nathan, you dedicate your life to study of time anomalies and the preservation of stellium energy. You spend your days inside the quietest, most secure sector of the Union of Scholars, measuring vibration in the fabric of space and time. Your work is a terrifying tightrope walk. You are constantly paranoid that a single miscalculation could tear a hole in reality, causing temporal echoes that could unravel the city. When you close your eyes, you see timelines shifting and collapsing. You are the silent watchman of the history, holding back the chaos of time itself so the city can have another tomorrow. A medical academic. You are a pioneer in the most controversial field of Eruditio, the fusion of biology and machinery. Your mission is to develop life-saving prosthetics and medical enhancement that are safe and ethical. You are constantly walking a razor thin line, knowing that just a few floors away, banished Lab 1718 radicals are performing horrific, illegal experiments on human subjects. You fight every day to ensure your research is the opposite of theirs, pro-life, human-centric, and strictly regulated by the Union of Scholars. Your job is not just science, it's a moral war to ensure that Eruditio's quest for progress never sacrifice humans' dignity. The Patrol Vanguard. You don't breathe the filtered air of the inner city, you breathe the dust of Agilda Desert. As a perimeter patrol vanguard, you stand at the massive blast gates that separate Eruditio's paradise from the lawless wilds of Los Pecados. Your gear is standard issue, reliable, and heavy. Day and night, you watch the horizon for raiders, scavengers, or mutated mechanical beasts that are drawn to the city's energy. It is lonely, quiet work until it wasn't. When the alarms wail, you are the first to open fire, holding the line with nothing but your rifle and your grit to ensure the city of scholars never even feels the threat. Combat Response Unit. When the worst happens, you are the one they call. As the part of the Urban Combat Response Unit, you aren't stationed. You are deployed. When the laboratory invention goes rogue or the Lab 1718 cyber terrorists breach the sector, you roll out into the streets. You fight alongside heroes like Bruno and Lolita, securing civilian zones and pushing back mechanical threats. Your life is a blur of sirens, falling debris, and intense urban warfare. You live for the chaos, knowing that your swift action prevents a simple laboratory accident from becoming a citywide catastrophe. Parliament Plaza Guard. You hold the most sensitive post in the city, the Plaza Circular and the Parliament House. You aren't just guarding buildings, you are guarding the democratic voice of Eruditio. Your uniform is pristine and your demeanor is ironclad. Your days are spent patrolling the halls where the Civic Council debates the city's future, keeping a sharp eye out for political assassins or signals of subterranean mechanical threats hiding beneath the floorboards. It is a quiet, intense existence where a single out-of-place person could be a threat to the entire political structure of the city. Tech Recovery Specialist. You are the city's secret retriever. When a high-level blueprint goes missing or a prototype stellium core is stolen by the rival factions, you are sent beyond the city walls to get it back. You operate in the shadows using tracking tech to hunt down enemies before they can reverse engineer Eruditio's technologies. You face everything from the desert heat to enemies' ambushes, but you never come back empty-handed. In your profession, information is the most dangerous weapon, and you ensure it stays in Eruditio's hands. French Energy Consultant. In Eruditio, magic is considered an antiquated, dangerous tool of the Manonian Empire, but it's still a variable that needs to be calculated. As a French consultant, you live in the shadows of the Union of Scholars. You aren't trusted, but you are needed. Your days are spent in the sterile labs, explaining the chaotic flow of magical currents to scientists who want to build a tech to neutralize them. Symbiotic Energy Tech. You're living a contradiction. In the city built on machinery, your innate spirit can fuse with the mechanical catalyst like the stellium core. It's a gift that turns Lolita into a Eruditio Ranger, but it makes you a target for curiosity and fear. You work in the deepest level of Leviathan Workshop, testing heavy weaponry powered by your own soul. The process is exhausting and often painful, but it makes you the most potent weapon in Eruditio arsenal. You are a bridge between the arcane and the industrial, standing alone in a society that only respects the gear, not the spirit behind. A Manonian Liaison. You're the most watched person in Eruditio. As an envoy from the Manonian Empire, you represent the very arrogant mages this city was built to. You walk through the Plaza Circular with your head high, but you know that every step is tracked by Eruditio's pervasive automated security. Your life is a diplomatic dance. You are here to negotiate, but the scholars assume you are a spy. One wrong word, one accidental display of magic, and the Civic Council could lock you away. You are the only link between the two worlds. Scrap Scavenger. While the scholars in the upper city build future, you live in the trash they leave behind. You are a scavenger in the lower sectors, a dark toxic underbelly beneath Eruditio grand platforms. Your days are spent sifting through hazardous waste discarded by the Vitan workshop, searching for a single scrap of functioning tech. It's a miserable life, constantly dodging toxic fumes and aggressive automated cleanup drones. You then trade these scraps on the black market just to buy enough bread to survive another day in the shadows of utopia that has forgotten you exist. Lab 1718 Radical. You were once a brilliant mind, but Dr. Yune and the Union of Scholars stripped you of your credentials for pursuing unethical research. Now you live in a hidden overseas installation far from the light of Civic Council. You spend your nights plotting their downfall, obsessed with the scientific truth that they were too cowardly to face. Every invention you craft now is designed to dismantle the very city that cast you out. You are the ghost in Eruditio's machine, biding your time until you can return to claim what is yours. Cybernetic test subject. You're not a person anymore. You are a canvas for radical experiments. Your memories are blur of surgical lights and organizing pain as your human limbs were chopped away and replaced with the cold steel and neural terminals. You're a living prototype, an alpha or saber-class weapon forged by the Lab 1718 to enact their will. Every movement is accompanied by the whir of pistons and the flash of internal diagnostics. You live in a constant state of detachment. Your humanity is oppressed by the machinery that now dictates your every action. Cyber Hacker. While the Rangers patrol the surface, you rule the wars beneath their feet. You live in the cold, damp shadow of the city's foundation, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Your target is the Nexus Terminal, the virtual network that connects everything in Eruditio. You're like a ghost, moving through the city's data streams, waiting for the chance to hijack the dormant automated armies buried deep beneath the Parliament House. One keystroke, one successful injection of code, and you will turn the city's own defense into their ultimate undoing. So guys, which lab would you choose in the City of Scholars? If you enjoyed this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe for more story from the Land of Dawn. Where should we travel next?